Game 4 was a major turning point in the NBA Finals on Friday night in Oakland, and it put the Toronto Raptors on the brink of history with a chance to become the first team outside the United States to be crowned NBA champions. Teams that take a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals have a 33-1 series record. 971. The only time a team with a 3-1 lead did not win the finals was 2016, when the Cleveland Cavaliers rallied past the Warriors. Of the previous 34 teams to take a 3-1 series lead in the NBA Finals, 18 teams won the series and 5 games. 13 teams won the series and 6 games. 2 teams won the series and 7 games. 1 team lost the series and 7 games. More specifically, the third quarter was when everything changed in favor of Toronto against the Golden State Warriors. At the start of the quarter, Kawhi Leonard delivered a couple of three-point daggers just 16 seconds apart. That took the life out of the two-time defending champions. The first video clip below came with 11:30 remaining in the third quarter and pulled the Raptors within 1 point, 46-45. The second Leonard three-pointer video clip below in the third period came with 11:14 remaining and gave Toronto its first lead of the game, 48-46. It's extraordinary that the Raptors could start the game so poorly and rebound to win 105-92 and take a 3-1 stranglehold on the series heading back to Toronto for Monday. Both teams got off to shockingly bad shooting starts. But the Raptors were really horrible, and, watching this disaster unfold, you would not bet on the final outcome at this point. In the first quarter we got the shot that we wanted to, but they didn't go in, Raptors Pascal Siakam said. We felt that they could have taken a bigger lead, but we kind of hung around. In the third quarter, we came out aggressive and made sure we came out with the same energy and intensity. I think we did a really good job of that tonight. The Warriors led by as many as 13 points, and Toronto was behind 25-17 after the opening 12 minutes. The Warriors had Klay Thompson back after missing the previous game with a hamstring injury, and Kevon Looney had returned, too. If it were not for Leonard, this game would have been over right then and there. Leonard carried the Raptors with 14 points in the opening 12 minutes. Kyle Lowry had 2 and Pascal Siakam had 1. Danny Green was out of sync, shooting 0 for 4 from the field. This did not look good. As a team, the Raptors were shooting 28.6%, while the Warriors were cruising along at 50%. But the Raptors chipped away and they pulled to within 4 points at halftime, trailing 46-42. Still, there were troubling signs. Leonard had no points in the second quarter on 0 of 4 shooting. As a team, the Raptors shot only 39.1%. Everything turned in the third quarter, mostly because of Leonard, who settled into a rhythm, scoring 17 points in that quarter on 5 of 8 shooting. And the emergence of Serge Ibaka as an offensive and defensive force put Toronto on a winning course. But the Raptors chipped away and they pulled to within 4 points at halftime, trailing 46-42. Still, there were troubling signs. Leonard had no points in the second quarter on 0 of 4 shooting. As a team, the Raptors shot only 39.1%. Everything turned in the third quarter, mostly because of Leonard, who settled into a rhythm, scoring 17 points in that quarter on 5 of 8 shooting. And the emergence of Serge Ibaka as an offensive and defensive force put Toronto on a winning course. The Raptors have treated this whole series with a laser focus. They say they never look ahead too far. They don't celebrate wildly after victories. They are all business. It will be difficult to carry themselves with such poise on Monday with the championship trophy in the house. It now seems all but guaranteed that the Raptors will earn their place in history as the first team outside the United States to win an NBA championship after 24 years of existence, and Leonard is on pace to win his second NBA Finals Most Valuable Player award after winning one with San Antonio in 2014. Here is a list of NBA MVP winners. The city of Toronto and the entire country will be going berserk on Monday, and there may be more nervous moments for the Raptor faithful. But this Toronto team seems to court disaster and then find ways to claw themselves out. Remember when people counted them out when they were down 2-0 to the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals? It's hard to believe that the Golden State Warriors could be anything but demoralized now. But these are two-time defending champions who have been to 5 straight NBA Finals and have won 3 of those. They won't go down without a fight. There's plenty of fight in these Raptors, too, as evidenced by Fred VanVleet's return to the bench after taking a sharp elbow to the head in the second half, being cut for 7 stitches and losing part of a tooth, hockey style. If that's what being Canadian is, I'm not sure I want it, VanVleet wisecracked.